Thank God for a new day. We got um, another overcast day, and they said the temperature is supposed to be much hotter, a little bit hotter than it was yesterday. So we gonna see. But right now, man, I'm up here going into work a little bit earlier than normal. I'm supposed to be taking the PT test in like 16 minutes. Probably about 14 minutes from work. Um, all good. I'm gonna go up in there. I haven't done push-ups in months. We're gonna see how this works. I have to do, if I want to get max points, I gotta do 44 push-ups. If I want to do um, max points for like the abdominal, whatever, I gotta do a plank for 3 plus 15 seconds. For 3 minutes plus 15 seconds, which is insane. Um, or I can try to do some sit-ups. And the way my abs work, I can get in that bar and do one and be done. So I ain't even gonna leave it up to my abs. I know you use abs in planks, but the last time I tested, I did these like, they have these things where you can rock side to side and you can do these crunches side to side. It's something like bring your knees up and bring your elbow and touch them, and you rock it side to side. I did that, but like by the time I got to like the max score, I was locking up. My ass was locking up because I had never did those in a long time. And so I think with my decision making right now being a little bit iffy, I'm gonna go ahead and just do the push-ups and the plank. I have done a 3-minute plus plank in the past. I haven't tried it in a long while, but we're gonna see. Honestly, it's just like watching TV. You get on your hand and your forearms and your feet and just lift up off your knees and pretend you watching TV and just go until the bell. Actually, I set a timer for myself and I just watch it. That's probably the worst thing to clock watch, but that's how I do it. And so that's what we're gonna do this morning. I look a little crazy today, maybe not to y'all, maybe I look crazy every day, but I look crazy today because I literally went to bed this morning at 0400 hours and I woke up at 0600 hours. Why in the world would you do that? Well, because of priorities. So I was so messed up from yesterday. Yesterday's events, I ended up putting off starting to study for today's classes until later. So initially I was, hey, what's up, Cash? And what's up, Leah? So initially I was only supposed to cover for one class today. But then, as emergencies often do, we got an emergency with one of the instructors that I was covering for. Her daughter just got like some stomach bug, and so, hey, I ain't gonna be able to be in tomorrow, so can anybody help out? They asked that in the chat, and it was like silence. Ain't nobody have anything. No, it was like 9 p.m. at night. So maybe some people will sleep. I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt. But I was like, hey, how about I cover the morning, the other morning class, and then I would say I could cover the afternoon, but I ain't that good with joint. And joint is whenever you have one or more service combined, like Air Force and the Navy or whoever, because I don't have that experience. I can say what the lesson says, but that's the extent of my experience. So it's just like anybody could teach that lesson. But one of the instructors bragged about having joint experience, and so if anybody had any questions, they could talk to him. So I remember that stuck out in my head. And so I threw it out to him like, hey, bro, can you just do like a combined class? Bro, what's Galoa in your face? You look like, oh, okay. All right. But anyway, yeah. And so he was like, you know what? I'll take that challenge. And so we came up with this plan, and I thought it was a good plan. And then I recapped after we said the plan. I was like, all right, so ma'am who asked for help, recap the plan. I got the morning, and so got the afternoon. Then the one of the ADOs woke up in the morning, and they was catching up on the text, and then they tried to put up a new plan, like how about the students just attend the morning lecture that somebody is already giving, and in the afternoon, Leroy, that's me, you can cover the afternoon lectures. All right, so I guess when I said I wasn't really feeling the afternoon lectures, I guess you disregarded that, or maybe it just was a bad decision making thing on my part. And I felt like it was a soft example of undermining my authority. It was a reminder that was saying like, you ain't in charge. You ain't in charge here. You ain't set. Who you think you are? Let a legit person come up with a solution. Like, we literally, everybody shook hands and they agreed. And then this morning she was just like, she threw out like 3 different solutions and didn't finish anything. And I was just like, this why I gotta get out of here. Cause it's like, it's crazy. It's like opposite world. Like, why did you insert yourself in that? They told us at the beginning of the year, DOs is not gonna fix those problems. We gonna let you handle it between the bench, which is me, I'm a bench instructor, and we gonna let whoever needs help handle it. Now again, don't forget, there was nobody around when she said she needed help, which was similar to my experience. Nobody said anything. But of course, once I said something and I appealed to that ego, so I knew when Buddy dropped that joint experience, I knew he had a little ego about that. And so I just fished his ego out, and he didn't let me down. That ego was like, that's his motivation, ego and pumping him up. And he bit on that hook, cause I fished men, and I fished him and I got him, cause I figured what hooks him. But I just didn't like that. Like, we got a plan. Why are you coming here in the 9th hour changing the plan? And oh, by the way, if I said I was going to do the morning, that means I didn't prepare for the afternoon. So now, yeah, we know that y'all had y'all plan or whatever, but scrap your plan while you're doing during the day. She know I got a PT test this morning, but right after my PT test, I go in to instruct. And maybe that's why she said, let somebody else do it. But bruh, I ain't even gonna crack a sweat on this PT test. This is an Air Force PT test. So what are we talking about? I do remember you, Emmanuel Masango. Thank you for joining me. Where you from, bro? Tell me where you from. If I had to guess, I would guess Ghana. Why would I guess Ghana? Because I saw some people from Ghana before, and their names had kind of like an Asiatic type spelling. Even though Emmanuel is like a Christian name, that Masango, that last name, look more like it's not Asian, but it looks, you got consonant, vowel, consonant, vowel, consonant, vowel. Masango. That's like Asian. That's why I guessed you was from Ghana. But anyway, yeah. So I'm going in here and nobody said anything about the plan changes. She threw it out there, but nobody agreed to it. At least of all me. So, like, I'm gonna confront her too this morning. I'm gonna confront her because she's gonna be there. I don't know why she's coming there, but she's gonna be there at my PT test. For some reason, she's coming there. I don't know. I already had somebody else agree to my PT test, but I feel like this is the passive aggressive approach that they're taking to like monitor me. It's giving toxic environment. It is. But we already know Inspector General reports don't work. I have no faith in any of those types of systems. So I will not be filing any type of IG claims. They don't work. They don't. Because the thing is like, whenever you have a person that is in the chain of command of the complaint, when they are responsible for doing the investigation, like this is literally how that process will work. I file a complaint, they would get like an officer. I think that's how it works. They would get an officer from like inside the unit. Somebody would be appointed to be an investigating officer, and that officer now has to do investigations. Now, if you have a person that's an outsider, they're just going to make it look like, oh, I'm crazy, and it was me all along, and everything else is great. Nobody else has any complaints except for this guy, which coincidentally, I am also the only black guy. I don't know why I said that, but oh my God, shoot, my ID. Nah, we didn't do that. We didn't do that. Whew. There you go. It's in my laptop. Put y'all down while I go through the gate. 656. I might have to do a morning jog to get in here at 07. We gonna see. I'm gonna go to this contractor. Oh shoot. Oh, okay. I can see.
Morning, sir.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
All right.
You have a great day, Major.
All right, you too. Thank you. Yeah, got the LT on the gate, man. Hey, stay with that. Stay with that. Like your folks will respect you, and then they'll run through walls for you because they know the LT. Because being on the front gate, it's kind of not a secret. It sucks if you in a tough climate, because it's probably gonna rain today, so it's gonna be all rainy. People be having their windshield wipers on, splashing you with water. And you got to, look at their card and look at them and just be like, splash, 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 and hope that they notice, or you can say something. But a lot of people don't say anything. They just they'll back out the way, like exaggeratedly, and hope you realize what you did. But anyway, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and end this live because I gotta literally run. As soon as I park, I gotta run. So thank y'all for riding to work with me. Yeah, be blessed.